aspect to enhancing education. So it was as if it was really after the people's interest. And even when they accepted his own candidate, the Yusuf today, it looks that people accepted as the popular figure in Kano State at the time. Is that not the case?
So I'm going to ask you, from what you have said, do you think sending people abroad, is it the solution?
People were applauding. People of Kano State were applauding him at the
What
time.
I'm asking, is it right thinking?
Now, I'm giving you feedback of what people were applauding him of.
So the best thing is that, what are you bringing? There is nothing that you cannot get in Nigeria. You bring the people. We have all the institutions. We have all the infrastructures to do any course in Nigeria. So the best thing, instead of sending our money outside the country, why can't you invest in your own state? How much will you pay for the lecturers that you will bring? And how much are you going to pay for the ticket? And how much are you going to pay for the tuition fees? How much are you going to pay for all the rest? Is it just by going outside the country that is something that an achievement in politics? So you see, there is a lot of mismanagement that is on the other side of the state resources during his time, to me. Because if I were him, all the courses that are there, I will try to bring them to order. I will try to bring everything that instead of me sending, I will just ask the universities and National University Commission to approve some courses. I will just ask them so that I can meet the requirements.
There are people that feel that the governor is like an errand boy, that he is not taking the decision on himself. I understand that you've highlighted that already, but in a situation where it looks that some of the appointments that we have in under this government of Governor Oba Yusuf, people are feeling that, we're unpicked by former Governor Kwankwaso, that governor should break out from being an errand boy. Is that a description of the governor?
What you have said is true. All the people have been handpicked by Kwankwaso, and this is the same situation that you see is making Abba very unpopular, both in Kano and in the national politics. And why he is becoming unpopular? Because Kwankwaso really, he is an outdated politician, and he should leave Abba to do what he can do. Because whatever Abba is doing, based on what he come, I agree that Kwankwaso has an experience. What he should have done is to guide him. You need somebody that has the experience so that he can guide you. That is number one. Number two is that he should also allow Abba to grow and get his own experience. He came with a vision. He came with what he wanted to do.
Do you feel so?
Yeah.
If he was unpicked, how do you feel so?
How do he?
If people are saying that Kwankwaso unpicked our Governor Yusuf, probably he wasn't the best man for the job.
Yeah.
So you may not expect more from him if he wasn't really the best person to do the job.
Let me tell you, all over the world, that is how politics is. All over the world, they don't want the best. They only want the person that will serve their interests. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. It's not peculiar to Kano. It's all over the world. I talk with a lot of politicians from all over the globes. Everybody is complaining the same what we are complaining. But what we are saying is that we agree that, yes, we can handpick somebody if you like him so that he can. It's not all your orders the governor can do. Now a governor cannot take, he has to mean it to somebody. He's not the governor. Yes, he is not a governor because he has to mean it some files to somebody for him to say yes or no. Everybody knows this, who are very close to the power, and it does not mean well for, and it's retarding.
Does it mean that he's trying to see how the governor can succeed in a way of trying to supervise the governor. Since he unpicked the governor, so he's trying to help the governor to succeed so that the governor will not fail. Are you not seeing it from that angle?
Oga, Mr. Michael, what I'm trying to say is that when Kwankwaso was the governor, who teleguided him? Nobody.
Was he unpicked?
He was not unpicked, but he came. When all those governors came, who is teleguiding them? They are exercising their powers, and they have gotten the experience, and people that have the experience, they were telling them, no, this is a wrong decision. No, if you follow here, that is the best. Or even if they have done the decision, people will tell them, no, it's a wrong decision. It cannot. There are some people that can be trusted and can advise. But we didn't say that Kwankwaso cannot come, but he cannot come into dominance, into total control of the governance of the Kano State. It will never work. It has never worked, and it will not work for Kano State.
Do you feel that the House of Reps are backing the governor or backing the former governor? From all
a lot of people,
they
wanted to, you see, Abba has popularity. People like Abba. But the decisions Kwankwaso is making him to be taken, the way he manages the states, is what is making Abba very unpopular now. And that is why people that like him within their own political cycle and party, because they have seen the party is descending. It's descending. So
the defections.
Not only the popularity is moving, is eroding. The popularity is eroding at a jet speed. People don't like NMPP anymore because of their decisions. And Kwankwaso doesn't want to know this, doesn't want to hear this. We will see that he is doing it deliberately because he sees Abba popularity, and maybe Abba can come up and can challenge him in future. So he has to dent his image so that he can still dominate
as the
politics of Kano.
When we look at Nigeria's politics, we're always seeing that if after you have your 4 years secured, they always wait for you during the primaries. They always wait for you in preparation for the next election. Don't you feel that if we have Governor Yusuf, doing all of this back and forth with our former governor Kwankwaso, it will endanger his next ambition. It will endanger the future ambition he may probably have.
No.
Because Kwankwaso looks to be controlling the party structure. The party chairman have suspended the secretary to the state government. They have suspended the commissioner for transport. And there are a whole lot of suspensions that are piling up. It looks that the party chairman or the party structure is Kwankwaso. And automatically, if the leader of the party in a particular state ought to be the governor, what is the case in Kano politics?
This is what I told you. Automatically, they have created crisis by themselves, which I told you it has never been done, and it can not be done, and it's not possible for somebody controlling. A lot of people wanted to copy what has happened in Lagos, but Lagos is a different entirely, and maybe the way it has been controlled, it is not the same way they are trying to. They are trying to exercise more powers in doing things, thinking that, you have to ask, you have to see how somebody has done it, then you see how your environment is and how you can be able to manage. It's not possible. As that is what is happening, I say, in Rivers State and Kano State. It's not possible. So anywhere you do, it will boomerang.
What is your fear, as we wrap up, your fear about all of these issues, if it's not well managed, if it gets escalated? Like we've seen in Rivers State, it's not palatable. What with the outcome of Rivers State crisis is not working.
You can see what happens. We didn't know any party APP. It is for the first time I have seen.
And the governor losing election as a PDP governor to
No,
APP.
the governor deliberately he did it deliberately. He is a PDP man. And this is APC people. And he cannot say he is in APC.
APP.
And he cannot say it's PDP. So he has to be neutral for him to be able to take decisions. So that if he goes to PDP, PDP will feel confidence in him. If he go to APC, people will say he cross carpet. But when he go to a neutral party, he can have a good bargaining anywhere. So APC will try to come. They know that he has either 20-something local government and local government chairman, or even PDP. He has a more negotiating power in that than maybe to say he's in PDP or APC. That is the game plan.
So, in a way, we are not looking at any crisis rocking more than what it is today. Do you feel that the governor will try as much as possible to see what they can do in terms of settlement, or we are expecting the worst that probably may happen?
Let me tell you, Kano has been piling a lot of bombs.
To look that.
So it will it has manifested now, and very soon it will burst naturally. That is how politics is. And when it bursts, it will not be good for the NNPP, because naturally the problem of NNPP is only Konkosu. Everybody knows.
How is it a problem?
Yes, because he is a decisive leader.
Do you feel he doesn't have the capacity to be a president? If he's saying that he's better than, Tinubu is better than Atiku, is better than Peter Obi and all of that in the last election?
Well, that is what I have said. He is a decisive leader. So he wants to exercise total control. And in this political climate, it's not going to be easier for him, and it's not going to be possible, especially with the structure of Kano, with 44 local governments, with over 20 million people. You will be toying their destiny, and it cannot be possible.
Well, the former governor of Kano State, Mr. Kwankwaso, has reiterated that is in line with the action of the chairman of NNPP in Kano State in respect to the suspension of the secretary to the state government from the party and that of the Commissioner for Transport. There's also been a lot of reactions as to how this can go for the people, for the NNPP. It looks that many political parties are in disarray. What's really happening within the political crisis? Factors, just as been spotted by Dr. Ibrahim, is issues of a godfatherism going, so much to affect governance. And the people of Kano are still keeping their eyes very close to watch and see how these get to unfold. But at the end of the day, they must get governance to the people, which is the beneficiaries of democracy. Thanks so much, Doctor, for joining us very briefly this morning. We appreciate your sacrifice to be there on the morning program. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And as well, we wrap it up on the conventions and, of course, on the program, Global Morning. Tomorrow, we'll continue to make diverse issues and concern on the state of the polities and more on our program today on Global TV. Thanks so much for staying with us. My name is Edikan Michael, and I was earlier with Queen Agaba. Bye-bye for now.
The death toll from flooding.
Most time our politicians just bring in policies too, for sure.
Evidently, we have several more stories.
The legislature was carefully crafted to
22.2% inflation rate as of April this year. What does that say about where we are as a country?
I think Nigeria has resorted to being resilient.
Before you call a police station, before they even leave, they'll take permission from.
I don't think there's really anything on ground to improve.
The struggle